Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox, and it is the last of the long forms of the day. And as it's the last one, I would like to take this wonderful opportunity of asking you to hit the subscribe button if you have yet to do so. And especially today, because we're about to hit 13,500. It's very nice to get to the 500, but what's more important, it'll be 100 a day. It's only the 5th of April, and I only got the 13,000 on my birthday, the 31st of March. So it'd be nice to keep up the 100 a day mark. That'd be fantastic. So do please hit it. It really does massively help us. It gets the message out further and wider, and more people can join in the grand fight against the lunatics of Butte House. Now, we have a light story, and I do like to finish on a Friday on a light story. Well, I like to finish most evenings on a light story, but especially a Friday. It's a weekend. And this is a good one because the Free Speech Union has set up a hotline for Scots who get accused of hate speech. And they have a whole team of lawyers. Now, I suspect these lawyers may well be very overworked, but it's the principle of the thing of setting it up and having lawyers come straight back immediately back to the police, demanding information, demanding this, as is their right. And the police must, again, by other laws, respond to these legal requests. And so it's going to be one of those things where the police will not know what's hit them. First of all, they're going to be totally overwhelmed with all the people complaining. And then they've got to deal with all the actual work involved with that. And then the responses. And then when they do have sufficient that people are going to be charged with a hate crime, they're going to have some top lawyers jumping straight down on them, demanding all the evidence in advance, all the stuff, all this, that and the other, as part of that. This isn't just going to be simply, oh, let's whip the guilty bastard in front of a judge and get him sent down. This is, we're going to have lawyers, solicitors, KCs, everyone standing up to defeat this law. This is just stunning. Let's take a very quick look at this. I don't want to be here too long, but it is just brilliant. It goes to show how many people from all walks of life are totally against Humza Yousaf's bonkers, iniquitous law. Here goes. So, Hotline launched for Scots who fall foul of Humza Yousaf's hate crime laws, where they can access free legal advice. The Free Speech Union has launched a new phone line for its members to ring up if they get challenged by Police Scotland over an alleged hate crime. And this is going to pull the police apart entirely, because these top lawyers are way more knowledgeable and experienced in this line of stuff than the average desk sergeant. And the next thing you know, blah 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 blah, and it's going to be fun. Scots who fall foul of Humza Yousaf's hate crime laws can now access free legal advice thanks to a hotline set up by the Free Speech Union. The campaign group has been outspoken about the new legislation in Scotland due to fears it criminalises opinions and can lead to arrests even if comments are made in the family home. Now it has launched a phone line which members can utilise if they are questioned or contacted by cops in relation to an alleged hate crime. It said that hundreds of new members had joined in recent weeks due to concerns about the laws in Scotland. And it may well be worth joining, whatever the legal fee is, because the first time you need a solicitor, bang, they've got one. Pay for itself, won't it? The Free Speech Union has also signed a deal with the legal firm Levy and McRae to fund representation in any free speech cases arising from the legislation. This is the same lawyer, or these are the same lawyers who helped Joanna Cherry when her Edinburgh Fringe show got axed by the Stand before being reinstated because the lawyers got on their high case and said, not having that. That is, wrong. That's bigoted, blah, blah, blah. And they had to back down or they would have been sued to smithereens. Toby Young, founder and general secretary of the Free Speech Union, said almost 1,000 new Scottish members have joined in the past fortnight. Most of them women. Because, of course, when women are standing there and saying that, no, trans women are men, because, they are, they don't want to be prosecuted, so they're covered. He said, we felt we needed to put a hotline in place in case any of them get into trouble with the police about something they've said. If they're arrested or interviewed under caution for something speech-related, we will do our best to get them a lawyer. And then all you have to do is sit there in the police station and say, I say nothing until I have a lawyer. And make them do it. Because don't forget, once they've arrested you, tick-tock, time. Make them get the lawyer, have the lawyer, don't answer a question, answer nothing, don't do anything. Don't incriminate yourself. Mouths firmly shut. The group is already supporting Scottish Tory MSP Murdo Fraser, who's threatening legal action against Police Scotland. We did the story about that a little while ago. And that's for the non-crime hate incident recording, of which is very, very weird. He claims it's breached his human rights. It has, undoubtedly, which is why it was abolished in England and Wales. Meanwhile, cops have needed to splash out on control staff overtime, it's been claimed, due to the huge deluge of complaints being made about hate crimes. Wait till Sunday afternoon. David Kennedy, General Secretary of the Scottish Police Federation, said the bill for enforcing the new law would total hundreds of thousands of pounds. Well, if you consider that there's likely to be 1.2 million minimum over the next year, it's going to be a lot more than that, isn't it? It's understood that the force have received more than 6,000 complaints in the first 4 days of being active, with many of these vexatious or spurious. No. There is no vexatious. If you feel offended, then you're offended. That's it. It's real. It's not vexatious. The new law adds to the crime of stirring up hatred, extending it from racism to being based on age, disability, religion, sexual orientation, transgender identity, but not sex, because they don't want women saying, no, you're a man, you can't come in our safe space. No. That's not part of the agenda. Humza Yousaf himself even admitted on Thursday that some of these complaints were vexatious, as he himself was subjected to dozens due to his 2020 Holyrood speech, where he was incredibly anti-white racist, which is going with what he actually is, which is an anti-white racist. And because this whole law has got nothing really to do with hate, as we know, it's all to do with bringing a blasphemy act in under the back door. It needs to be repealed, and Alistair Jack needs to get up, grow a pair, and just tell them that the law isn't going to happen and it needs to be abandoned. Kennedy told the Daily Telegraph, although there are lots of complaints coming in, a tiny percentage of that are turning into actual investigations. I believe the law is quite specific that they all have to be investigated. It will all be done within the control room. The control room will be paying extra overtime and using officers from the control room area to do it. Costing fortune. Money he hasn't got. He's having to fork it out. And look at that grimace. That's a man who's basically had a very long fart, and only about 60% of it was fart. What a tit. It's all good. It's all good stuff. Costing them a fortune, never going to work, and now they've got all the top lawyers going to be jumping on this. Ka-ching. Coming up. It always brings me pleasure to see someone as utterly stupid as Humza Yousaf clearly is, made to look like the complete and utter dickhead that he is. He is an absolute bellend, isn't he? And he sits there and he's going, oh, wow, 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 wow. And he expects us to believe the shite that pours out of his mouth. But we know better, because we're not stupid. And now he's being made to look an even bigger fool. But come Sunday, it's all going to fall apart. The police can't handle it. And if the police aren't willing to police it on Sunday, then the police are unwilling to police it forever. You cannot set that precedent. Hang on a minute. You can't. They get away. Police didn't investigate that. That's the precedent. The law's dead in the water come Sunday if they don't do it. Roll on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. You have been a marvellous audience. I've just been the Silver Fox. I'm the same all the time. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Start all this stuff again tomorrow, but it'll probably be in short forms. It's a Saturday. It's the day of rest, really. Although it isn't for me. I've got tax return to do tomorrow. Oh yes, by the way, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. All you accountants out there. Bye.